Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Hari Vishwanathan, and are you ready to witness another shameful and abysmal performance from the Indian national team? Because it seems that it has become a norm, Indian national team putting up bad performance after bad performance, doing nothing on the pitch, scared of the ball, not getting how to touch the ball, not getting how to pass, overrun in the midfield, these are now become the normal for us. It seems like our team has somehow found a way to play even worse, and it makes me laugh that even after all this, but we still spend money and time and whatever to see this team play. That says a lot about the Indian fans, and I don't want to spend too much time, talking about the negativities, but, I don't think any of us has any expectation from this bunch of players, but here we are. Sometimes I think that we Indian football fans, we love pain. That's why we keep coming back again and again and again to watch this team play. But anyway, the show must go on. So in this video, we will preview this game, talk about the lineups and all, how we will play. So yeah, strap in and enjoy the ride. First, let's talk about the Indian team, the warriors, the people who give all on the pitch, the players greater than the greatest players on earth, So let's talk about the Indian national team. First, I think the lineup which I want, Manolo will not want that lineup, but the lineup I want is the same backline. Maybe change Ashish Rai to Roshan Singh. I don't know why he doesn't pick Roshan. My back four will be Anwar and Sandesh. Abhishek on the left, he was brilliant, one of our few positives last game. And on the right, I will replace Ashish Rai with Roshan, because I think Roshan is a better player than Ashish Rai right now. He's a great player, but he has an issue with stamina. So I think Roshan, who gives more to the whole team, should start. And I think he will give you more in attack and as well as defense. So that will be my back four. Goalkeeper will be same Vishal Kaith. I know he has made horrendous mistakes, but Amrinder has also made horrendous mistakes. So maybe it's time to start Gurmeet. I don't think we should start him because he has never played for the national team. And starting him here in a very important qualifier, which we have to win. It's a must win, by the way. I think Vishal Kaith should start. Hopefully, he is not as nervous as he was the last two games. So we have talked about the goalkeeper. We have talked about the back four. The midfield selection, which I really don't like, of Manolo, is playing Ayush and Apuya together. Ayush is not ready for the national team yet. He's a good player, but he's not ready. He's very raw. Putting that much pressure on him is not right. So I think we should play Nikhil Prabhu there. Of course, he's also a new player. I understand all that. But Nikhil does look ready for the national team. Whatever he has played last game, I think he was in 63 minutes something. He played 20-25 minutes. I think he looked way better than Ayush did. I think those should be our double pivots, Apuya and Nikhil. Or you can play Suresh there, which is your tried and tested. I think we need a bit of physicality in that midfield, and Nikhil provides you with that physicality. And due to that, Apuya can play a bit ahead. We can use his skills in attack as well. So those will be my midfield too. And in number 10, many people may think I will pick Brandon there. But I don't think I will pick Brandon there. I think I will put Mahesh there, or I would put Edmund there. Brandon I will bring on from the bench, because that is the most effective for me, at least, because Edmund and Mahesh both can play on the wings, so they will be effective from the wings as well, but Mahesh can play that central role. Edmund can also play that central role. They are very effective, they are good passers, they have good vision, and they have the ability to score. That's for sure. Brandon, yes, he also has abilities. I don't doubt that. But he has not been in the greatest form recently. and plus he is injury prone. Edmund and Mahesh are not injury prone. Okay, so I want someone like that. If Brandon gets injured after 30 minutes, the whole game plan is gone, and he is susceptible to that. So I will personally put Edmund there on the number 10, or Mahesh. You can pick either. They are suitable for both. You can pick whoever. I wouldn't mind. That will be my midfield three: Apuya, Nikhil, and Edmund or Mahesh up top. Now, the biggest problem is the attack. Who should be our front three? That's the biggest mystery of Indian football. And that mystery is pretty simple actually, but the thing is, it's never that simple. I don't know why and how Manveer starts all the time. I don't think he's a right winger. I don't think he's a right wing back. I don't like him when he plays. He did some basic schoolboy errors last game. I will call it out. Why can't he play a 3-yard pass? You don't have to be a Ronaldo to play a 3-yard pass. You don't have to have grassroots knowledge, player development things to play a 3-yard pass. No, I can play a 3-yard pass, and I have never played at any level of football. I have played in the gully level, but it's a small 3-yard pass, and however pressure you have, you are professional players, you have to handle that. So I don't think Manveer should come anywhere near the national team for now. If he plays well, if he puts his socks off in the club, then I can think of starting him. But I think we have 8 to 10 players who can play there, who are really better. We can also do this: play Brandon at number 10 and put Mahesh on the right, put Edmund on the right. They will be far better. Or if you don't want to do any of that, put Changte there. Of course, he missed chances. He wasn't good last game, but whatever he did when he was good a little bit, he did way better than Manveer in that time. So I would start Changte on the right. Left is a controversial thing, and people are not gonna like me, if I say this, but I still think Liston should start. I know he made a horrendous error, missing that chance. He should have buried the chance, and who knows, maybe even we would have played better if he buried that chance. That was a beautiful ball by Sunil, so he had to finish that, but he didn't, and I get it, But you see the game as a whole. How many chances did we create from the left? How many chances were Liston and Abhishek combining, even in the second half? Yes, he was making mistakes, he was getting beaten by their fullback, but all the best chances we got was through him. You have to agree on that. No matter who you are, no matter how you hate him, criticize him, I don't care, but there should be no question on who will start on the left. In my team, if it was mine to pick, I think Mahesh or Edmund will be in the team, whether or striker, whether or left wing, whatever. And yeah, they deserve it. That's why. And if we talk about the front three, we talk about two. So right, Changte, left, Liston, and Sunil up top. No one else will get chance. That's for sure. At least in Manolo's team. I can see maybe, in the midfield, Nikhil playing after that Ayush performance, and even, after that abysmal Manveer performance, Changte on the right, but I don't see, Edmund or Mahesh playing, because I don't think Manolo likes them. It's simple, to be honest. But in my team, the midfield and defense would be the same. If we talk about my team, the right, Roshan on right, in midfield, I will put Edmund or Mahesh on the number 10, and right Changte, left Liston, and up top I will put Suhail. I will trust him. Even in the Asian Cup qualifiers, I will trust him. Because best utility of Sunil right now is, bringing him from the bench. And that's where, he will be most effective and deadly. So I don't want Sunil to be pressing, every time, because he doesn't have the legs to do that anymore. So I think what we should do is we should use other players to press and leave Sunil in the box, So that way, what will happen is if we get the ball, if somehow our players beat their defense, get in behind, they will put a cross in and Sunil is there to tap in to score. That's how we scored goals against Lebanon in the Intercontinental Cup. That's how we scored against, other teams. So I think that should be the, norm for us. Leave Sunil in the box, don't make him run too much. Or otherwise, play a playmaker like, Edmund, who can give that through ball like Sahal did against Iraq. That's one of my favorite goals of the national team. After the Sunil Chhetri goal in the 2019 Asian Cup against Thailand. So, yeah, that will be our formation. And I won't talk about the, Hong Kong formation because, I don't know their players. But I think, Juninho, the Brazilian naturalized player, we have to watch out for him. Matt Orr is there, of course, but, we put him in the pocket last time. He couldn't do anything. We beat them 4-0. People don't remember, but Matt Orr was there. There were other players. Sun Men Hing, I think he was there full-back, left back or right back. He was there as well. So those are some players I want us to watch out for. Their two main players are injured, which is a good news for us. And to be honest, I don't have hope that we will beat them, after the, series of bad performances. But hopefully I'm proven wrong and we win. So it's very important for our, Asian Cup campaign because that's the bare minimum we have to do. We have to qualify for every Asian Cup. Round 3 was another thing we had to do this time. But we did it. So it's game of margins which we never do well. That's our problem. Sometimes it's a game of margins and those margins, we never make him work. No, it always works for the opponent. That's also our fault because we are not able to hold our nerve and take advantage of that. So yeah, I don't think we will score many goals. If we defend well, I think we will nick it. We can nick it. I don't say we will. We can nick it 1-0 or something like that. But if you ask me honestly, I don't have hope. I'm going into this game with very, very low expectations. The highest I'm hoping for is a 0-0 or a 1-1 draw. So I said we have to qualify for the Asian Cup, but I'm not confident to be honest. But hopefully team proves me wrong. And hopefully, the team plays for the badge. That's what, all of us Indian football fans, want. To be honest, we don't care that much if you don't have quality, but you have to be able to play for the badge, for the Indian team. When you play, national team football. 2019 team had that. 2011 team had that. Even the qualifiers before. Even the 2023 team, which were mostly the same players before the Asian Cup, had that in a lot of games against Iraq, against Lebanon, against Kuwait, the Kuwait away game, they had that, but now it seems all lost. So hopefully it comes back, and yeah, that's my prediction: a 0-0, draw. That's the highest I can hope for. But if I go into delusion territory, I think we will win 1-0. Brain says 0-0, heart says 1-0 because, of course, an Indian fan, I always want India to win. But yeah, what else? Yeah, the striker position, we haven't talked about that. My striker personally will be Suhail. I will start Suhail. Or Edmund, I don't mind. Start Edmund there. I think he can score. Sunil can come from the bench and score. So, whatever Manolo thinks, but he's leaving, so I don't think he will have that motivation because he's leaving after this. So I don't know what's going to happen if we get a new coach or whatever. But hopefully we get something to smile, man. It's been a long time since we have smiled, since we have put up a good performance against a good team. Hopefully that happens. I'm not even, looking as forward as qualifying for the Asian Cup, which we need to do, which we should do. But right now, I just want something to click on to, man. Something which I can hope to catch on to keep supporting Indian football team when they play. Otherwise, it's very, very sad to see these players not play for the team. This video is going to be longer because I'm going on a rant again, but I can't help it, man. So yeah, hopefully that's what happens and we win 1-0. And before we end this video, I just want you guys to support the 3 hashtags, which I'm also trying to support on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever you follow, even on YouTube. Hashtag Save Indian Football, hashtag Unite Indian Football, hashtag Indian Football deserves better. These are the main hashtags you need to use. Kindly use them. Kindly tag Khel Now, kindly tag Ashish Negi, tag me, the best Pepsi in the Twitter. Tag whatever your football friends are, interact with it, make it go viral. At least we can hope someone will listen and they will do something about this abysmal state of Indian football, man. Yeah, that's all I wish for. Hopefully you do that and like and subscribe this video if you enjoy my content. I can't wait to give more videos to you. And a great video idea has just popped out on my mind. So yeah, it's going to be a big video, I feel like, but it will take time. So hopefully I can do that. If you show love to this video, I think I will work even harder for that. So please do that. Yeah, that's all for today. Fingers crossed for the Hong Kong game. Hopefully I'm proven wrong. I will be glad to admit that I'm wrong, and we qualify for the Asian Cup, or at least take a step ahead to qualify for the Asian Cup, and do somewhat well than what we are doing right now. So yeah, that's all. Again, like and subscribe, and peace out.